I just had to get a picture of this absolutely spectacularly gorgeous chemtrail sunset over Fort Bragg, California here on Thursday, October, I can't even remember, I guess it's October 8th, 2015. This is my second chemtrail video of the day. We were looking at the chemtrail poster earlier. They called this one a feather. There's 18 different kinds of chemtrails. This one being an absolutely gorgeous feather example. And you can see it actually feathering right in front of your eyes here. Of course, for people who do not realize this, came out of the back of an airplane a couple of hours ago, and every time I make one of these I need to point out that I no longer believe in chemtrails. I am not a chemtrail wacko, but I also understand that this goddamn thing came out of the back of an airplane, whatever it is. And though I don't think it's part of the New World Order's plans to depopulate us all, they're pretty weird. No one can act like those goddamn things aren't weird. And they sure do make gorgeous sunsets. Yep. Now, I'm not suggesting that any of the stuff below the chemtrail is chemtrail. I do believe that's, look at the geese flying through the sunset. Yep. Pretty gorgeous. I doubt it'll show up. Geese and chemtrail, there you go. What this is, what we're looking at here, guys, is for years and years, this was, I guess it was just called the Union Lumber Company. All of this land out here was this humongous lumber mill and sawmill. And where we're standing, this would have just been these logging trucks pouring out of here. Thousands and thousands of logs. This entire view would have been, these are some sort of, you can see those, some sort of leftovers from log processing mills. And glad to say that the Planet Eaters were kicked out of Fort Bragg. I don't know how long ago it's been. 15 or 20 years, I guess. The Planet Eaters left and opened up this view of the chemtrail sunset. So we have traded sawmills and logging yards for chemtrail sunsets. But no one had said the end times had to be ugly. That is pretty gorgeous. It's like a Maxfield Parish poster. We have people just driving up to. Here's someone else taking a picture of the chemtrail sunset on her smartphone from her SUV. So, you know, that's cool to see people pulling up in their SUVs, pulling out their smartphones. That's pretty outrageous there. That color.
Yeah, I like that shade of blue it causes.
Yeah, yeah. And in about 2 minutes, there will be no color left in here. Yeah. I guess she got her picture.
Yeah.
She snapped her picture on her smartphone and she's off and running in her SUV. Oh, he is, I guess. More geese. Oh, I bet they're flying back to the harbor, to the river mouth. No, they're flying right there is where they're flying. I'm gonna have to walk over here and investigate. Oh, there are a bunch of them flying in. Huh. I guess there's some little sewage pond or something over here. This is where the geese. I have no clue what's over there. Some little drainage pond or something. Oh well. Last view of the sunset through the chain link fence of the former lumber yard. And I've got some Peruvian pork stew with my name on it at the North Coast Tap Room. So I'm going to bid farewell to this gorgeous chemtrail sunset and head off to some Peruvian stew.
Chapter 24. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noe were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noe entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the goodman of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant, whom his Lord when he cometh shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. And if that evil servant shall say in his heart, My Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.